Are you a wife or wife in waiting? Should you get married because someone else says you should? Is he your spouse? This episode hits on love, family peer pressure, joy, communication, pain, hurt, and peace. Whew, that's a lot. However, it's necessary. Take a listen at this clip from this week's episode.
We're going to go ahead and go into our first question. And it is, what was your thought process coming into marriage?
Well, this is my second marriage. The first one, I was a little standoffish because I wasn't quite sure if I really wanted to get married. I should have actually went with that thought because it did not work out. We were really pressured into getting married because we had moved in together, and it was like, oh, you don't want to shack up, you don't want to live in sin. But I think that if I had did that, we probably wouldn't have got married because we didn't get to know each other as living together before getting married. I've learned so much from that experience. I learned what things I will tolerate and what things I will not tolerate. It definitely helped shape the things I have in my marriage now, like basically communication, which is very, very important. Honesty, being open and honest with your partner. Make sure that you let them know what things are not working and what you need to do to try to implement some things to help things work, because you can't just be in a marriage or any type of partnership and not say what you want and what you will tolerate, because people will just only do what you allow them to do. Yes. So you have to be vocal. You have to let them know what you want. And so when I went into my marriage that I'm in now, I really didn't have a whole lot of expectations. I basically just, trusted God, just like, if this is meant to be, this will definitely work out. So we took it one day at a time. It was rocky at first. It wasn't bad, but we just were still, getting to know each other. As far as being with each other, we did live together, though we did cohabitate. Maybe about a year before we got married, which was a good thing because we found out we can live with each other, and that's important too, because when you go into a marriage and you don't know this person and you're living with them and you're like, oh God, they're horrible. But we built so much together because we actually do communicate with each other. We have our little powwows. We take our walks and we talk about, like, hey, this is what's going on, and I don't like it when you do this. Could you work on that? Or I would like it if you did this instead of that, things like that. And it's so important, and it's so good to be able to talk to somebody and not get into an argument. We call it a healthy discussion. Mm-hmm. Something ain't, that's not working out. We talk about it. So it's good. It's good.
Yeah. Look, I'm excited. Okay, so the first thing you said was the pressure. Like I like that you brought that up about the pressure of, okay, y'all shouldn't be shacking up. Go ahead and just get married. And it was like pressure behind that. A lot of people get pressure into getting married, like whether it's either them being pregnant and everybody's like, oh, well, you should marry him because you're pregnant. You want your child to have his last name and blase. Do you think, like, I know you, because you basically already sort of kind of said it, but do you think that at any point it's okay to pressure someone to get married?
You do not want to miss this episode, so join us today at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time for Back to the Basics, the Pressures of Marriage.